Okay, should be able to make sure that this topic isn't too exciting. We're looking at the Truman Doctrine and Marshall Plan, and we're looking at the Russian response to America's involvement in wider European affairs. Now, firstly, Truman Doctrine. American President Truman decided, after encouraging Churchill to make his Iron Curtain speech and after really convincing himself that America had a wider role in the world to play, announced that it was going to be his responsibility to uphold the values of freedom and democracy, which America held dear, against the threat of communism, which, in fairness, had run rampant across Europe and stopped at Churchill's defined Iron Curtain from Trieste to Stettin up in the Baltic. So Truman said they would support any state that wanted to be free, because people should be able to resist totalitarian regimes like Stalin was imposing across Europe, in Poland, in Hungary, in Czechoslovakia, in Bulgaria, in Romania, and probably in Albania and Yugoslavia, but that's complicated, so we'll just leave it for now. Not sufficient, though, was just a politician to announce a plan. He has to have money behind it. George Marshall, this top general from America who fought in World War II, comes along and says, right, we are going to look at applications from across Europe, supranational, beyond boundaries and borders, and we will fund the whole mission to resist communism. We will make everybody a little bit richer, a little bit more capitalist, a little bit better, feeling a little bit better after the rebuild of World War, the devastation of World War II. So Marshall Aid was the money behind the plan of the Truman Doctrine. Now, crucially, Stalin, right? Because we're looking at Cominform and Comecon. Crucially, Stalin would not allow the Poland and the Hungaries I talked about before to take this Marshall Aid Truman Doctrine cash. So he came up with his own Cominform, the Communist Information Bureau. It was a doctrine, a set of values, a set of beliefs, which communist countries would stand by. He didn't want to tell Poland what his intention was. You wouldn't. All Poland was going to be was a buffer to stop the invasion from the west, should it come. Or it was a launch pad to push further west, should the communists decide to fight an aggressive Cold War. Comecon was the alleged money to support these satellite states across Europe. So a collection of communist economies. The reality was very different. The reality was that these communist economies all supported Russia. So Hungarian cows provided beef, Czechoslovak milk. I'm making up now. Bulgaria probably didn't provide anything. But these communist countries all did their lip service and paid their fealty and their loyalty to Stalin in the Soviet Union. So the later 1940s are marked by this clear division between what America stands for and, on the other hand, what the USSR stands for. And at this point, the lines become drawn.